Hello and welcome to a day in 15 minutes UPSC Prelims Daily Current Affairs by Mauna Kea IAS. So today on 22nd January 2020, our topics for discussion are Bilateral Investment Treaty, Global Social Mobility Index, 30-meter telescope, thermal screening, National Startup Advisory Council and UNAIDS. So moving to our very first topic, that is Bilateral Investment Treaty. So the news is that the Bilateral International Treaty Organization, which is an international arbitration tribunal, it recently dismissed all the claims against India. Okay. So first of all, here you have to know about Bilateral Investment Treaty. So this Bilateral Investment Treaty as well as Bilateral Investment Protection Agreement, they are simply agreements between two countries for the reciprocal promotion as well as protection of investments in each other's territories by individuals and companies which are situated in either state. Okay, so they provide treaty-based protection to foreign investment, and also it allows countries to set up rules for investment between each other. So here important thing is that though they are signed by government, their beneficiaries are the business entities. That is the important thing. Clear? So the treaty, it is the successor of the 19th century Friendship, Commerce and Navigation Treaty. So the first BIT, it was signed between Pakistan and Germany, and this bilateral investment treaties between the two countries, basically it allows a private investor to initiate dispute arbitration proceedings against the government to protect its investments. Clear? So next you have to know about India and BIT. So according to the data of Ministry of Finance, India, it has so far signed BIT with 75 states. So out of this, 66 are already in force and 9 are yet to be entered into force. So the most important thing or the future of India's BIT is that it does not provide right to make investment in India to the signatories. Okay. So every investment, it has its rules fixed by India. That is the thing. So here you have to know about two additional information which is related to the news. So the first is International Arbitration Tribunal. So you all know it is an independent, non-governmental panel of independent and impartial experts. That is this International Arbitration Tribunal. So next term is Permanent Court of Arbitration. So we know it was established in 1899 and its headquarters it is located in Hague in Netherlands. Clear? So second topic, it is Global Social Mobility Index. So India ranks 7th lowest on countries providing equal opportunity to all. So actually here, first of all, you have to know what is this social mobility. So the social mobility, it is the upward or we can say downward movement of an individual in personal circumstances in relation to their parents. Okay, that is either upward or downward movement. So it can be measured against a number of outcomes that is ranging from health to educational achievement and even income. Okay, so that is the social mobility. So about the index, you know it is released by the World Economic Forum, and the index, it measures parameters required for creating equal opportunity for all. So according to the report, Denmark ranks the first, which is being followed by the Finland. So the 5 economies with the most to gain from boosting social mobility, they are China, of course. Okay, then followed by United States, India, Japan and Germany. So here you have to know that the country's social mobility, it was measured based on following 5 key dimensional that is being distributed over 10 pillars. So here you can see. So as I said, it consists of 5 key dimensions. They are health, education, technology, work, then protection and institutions. So this health and education, it comes under the pillars access, quality and equity. Okay. Then technology and work under opportunities, wages and conditions, and protection and institutions under social protection, and inclusive institutions. Okay. So next you have to know about India. So we know India, it has ranked 76th place out of 82 countries on social mobility index. So we can say it ranked 41st in lifelong learning and also 53rd in working condition. So the areas of improvement for India, social protection and fair wage distribution. Okay, these two areas India has to improve. So here you have to note that among the world's largest emerging economies, the Russian Federation, it is the most socially mobile of the BRICS grouping by its ranking 39th. Okay, that you have to remember. Okay, then our next topic is 30-meter telescope. So the news is that India, or it is the co-builder of Hawaii telescope, it wants it shifted out of proposed site. Okay, so this is the news. So here you can see its picture. So the background you have to know is that India, it has said that it wants the project to be moved out of the proposed site at Mauna Kea, which is a dormant volcano in Hawaii. Okay, so the reason is that the proposed site, it is considered as sacred to indigenous Hawaiians, and also it has too many observatories for one more such massive establishment to come up. Okay, so these are the two cited reasons for that. Then, so talking about the 30-meter telescope, we know it is proposed extremely large telescope which would facilitate the astronomers to observe the intricacies of the universe from Earth. Okay, so we know it will enable the scientists to study fainter objects which is located far away from us in the universe, and also it gives information about the early stages of evolution of the universe. Clear? So this TMT being the largest optical and infrared telescope in the northern hemisphere, it will enable several discoveries which will surely inspire the future generation. Okay, that is its advantage. So we know it's a multi-million-dollar project and it is being developed by an international consortium of 5 countries including India. Okay, so the other countries, they are Canada, China, Japan and US. So the level of contribution, it determines the amount of viewing time or the slot that these member countries scientists get on the machine. Okay, so this is how it works. So next you have to know on the Indian side. So in the Indian side, this project, it will be handled by the Ministry of Science and Technology and the Department of Atomic Energy. Okay, so in July 2013, the 5 countries participating in the project, it had inked this master partnership agreement for the construction of this 30-meter telescope. So the news, as I said, the telescope which was expected to be started at this Mauna Kea, which is located in Hawaii, it was stalled following the protest by the local people. Clear? So this is the thing. So next we can discuss its present status. So as I said, this project, it has been delayed by nearly 5 years and it should have begun operations by 2025. Okay. So this telescope, it needs 492 precisely polished mirrors, and India, it is to contribute 83 out of them. 83 out of this 492 mirrors. It has been contributed by India. Okay, so the alternative proposed sites to locate the telescope, it include Observatorio del Roque de los Muchachos ORM on La Palma in the Canary Islands, that is in Spain, and Handley in Ladakh. Okay, so these 2 sites, they are the alternative proposed sites to locate the telescope. Clear? So next you have to know about the Mauna Kea. So we know it's a dormant volcano on the island of Hawaii, and its peak, it is approximately 4,207 meters above the sea level, thereby making it the highest point in the state of Hawaii. Okay, so the thing is that this Hawaiian mythology, according to that, this peak, it is of the island of which is located in the island of Hawaii, it was considered as sacred. That is the thing. Okay, so moving to our next topic, that is thermal screening. So the news is that the thermal screening of passengers arriving from China, including Hong Kong, it expanded to 7 airports now. Okay. So the Ministry of Civil Aviation, it has directed for all arrangements to be made with regard to screening of passengers arriving in India from China, including Hong Kong at the identified airports, that is the Chennai, Bangalore, then Hyderabad and Kochi, apart from the 3 airports at Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, which was being identified earlier. Okay. So the operational procedures that is being recommended by the International Air Transport Association, that is the IATA, with regard to managing suspected communicable disease on board of an aircraft. Okay. So for that, thermal screening of passengers need to be undertaken. Clear? So this is the thing. So next we can see what is this thermal screening. So this infrared thermography, then thermal imaging and even thermal videos, these are examples of infrared imaging science. Okay. So this thermographic cameras, they detect radiations in the long infrared range of the electromagnetic spectrum, and also it produces images of that radiation called thermograms. Okay. So here you have to remember is that the principle is that the amount of radiation that is being emitted by an object, it increases with temperature. Okay. So therefore, the thermography, it allows one to see variations in the temperature. So this is the principle. So thing is that when viewed through a thermal imaging camera, warm objects, it stand out well against the cooler backgrounds. Okay. So that is why the humans and other warm-blooded animals, they become easily visible against the environment, that is either being a day or night. So as a result, this thermography, it is useful to the military and also it is used in clinical diagnosis. Then, that's all regarding thermal screening. So moving to our next topic, that is National Startup Adversary Council. So the central government has notified the structure of National Startup Advisory Council to advise the government on measures which is needed to be build a strong ecosystem for nurturing innovation and startup in the country. Clear? So as I said, its main objective is, you all know, this council, it will suggest measures to foster a culture of innovation among the citizens and in particularly among the students. That is its main objective. Okay. So about its structure, we know the National Startup Advisory Council, it will be chaired by the Minister for Commerce and Industry. Okay, you all know that. So the council, it will consist of the non-official members to be nominated by the central government from various categories like founders of successful startup, then veteran people who have grown and scaled companies in India. Okay. So the term of this non-official member of the Startup Advisory Council, it will be for a period of 2 years. That you have to remember. And talking about the nominees of the concerned ministries or the department or even the organization, not below the rank of Joint Secretary to the Government of India, they will be the ex-officio members of the council. And this Joint Secretary, that means the Joint Secretary, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, he will be the convener of the council. Okay, this is its structure. So our next topic, it is regarding UNAIDS. Okay, so the news is that the Union Minister of State for Shipping and Chemical and Fertilizers, Shri Mansukh Mandavya, he participated in the high-level round table of UNAIDS, that is the Joint United Nations Program on HIV and AIDS, that is UNAIDS, at World Economic Forum at Switzerland. Okay, so this is the news. So you all know this UNAIDS program, its main theme is, that is access for all, that is leveraging innovation, investment and partnership for health. So it was established in 1996 with its headquarters in Geneva. So it provides a strategic direction, then and also give technical support which is being needed to catalyze and connect leadership from government to the private sector and even to the communities to deliver life-saving HIV service. That is the term you have to remember. So as I said, the role is that this UNAIDS, it is leading the global effort to end AIDS as a public health threat by 2030 as a part of Sustainable Development Goals. That is the important thing. Clear? So in the last class, I have given you two questions. So the first one is Yashaswini Scheme for Women Entrepreneurship. It was launched in which state? So you know the Union Minister of Women and Child Development and Textiles, Srimati Smriti Irani, launched this Yashaswini Scheme for Women Entrepreneurship in Goa. Okay, so your answer is A. So our second question is Sahyog Hedging. It's a joint exercise between India and which of the following country? So we know it's a joint exercise between India and Japan, and its main aim is to strengthen the bond between the two countries. Okay, so some of the other military exercises between India and Japan, you have to remember that is GIMEX, then Dharma Guardian and Shinyu Maitri. Okay, so these are some of the other military exercises between India and Japan. So here your answer is B. Clear? So today again you have got two questions. So the first one is World Economic Situation and Prospects 2020. It have been released by, and your options A, World Bank, B, UN, C, International Monetary Fund, and D, World Economic Forum. So your second question is, which one of the following is the theme of Wings India 2020? And your options A, Flying Up into the Sky, B, Flying for All, C, India Global Aviation Hub, then increasing regional connectivity. Okay. So guys, please find the answer for these two questions and please comment in the comment section. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. So if you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section. Thank you so much. Like, share and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Follow our website neoiascap.com for the detailed content and monthly prelims digest. Also join our current affairs exclusive test series through the website. And finally, participate in the daily current affairs prelims infotainment quiz at our Telegram channel, that is Neo IAS Prelims, at 9:30 p.m. every day. Thank you.